Did you know that your brain has the power to change itself? In fact, it does this every single day. Research shows that just 8 weeks of meditation can actually change the structure of your brain, making you more focused and less stressed. But here's the twist: most people still don't understand what mindfulness really is, or how to make it work for them. We've all heard about mindfulness and meditation, but how many of us actually know how to practice it in a way that goes beyond the basics? The truth is, many people treat it like a quick fix or something they should do, without tapping into its full power. Here's a shocking stat: over 80% of people who try meditation give up within the first month. In this video, we'll explore the real science behind mindfulness, how you can go beyond just being present, and how to make meditation work in your everyday life. We'll dive deep into strategies that most people aren't aware of, but that can completely transform your practice. Ready to unlock the full potential of your mind? Let's go beyond mindfulness together. Chapter 1: The Myth of Clearing the Mind, Redefining Meditation. When people first hear about meditation, they often think of emptying the mind completely. But here's the thing: the idea that we need to clear our minds is not only unrealistic, it can also create frustration. Meditation isn't about stopping thoughts, but about observing them. Studies show that our brains produce about 60,000 thoughts a day. Trying to suppress these thoughts during meditation is like trying to stop waves in the ocean. The key is awareness, not elimination. Research from Harvard's Brain Science Institute suggests that simply observing thoughts without judgment can shift the brain's neural patterns. It's about becoming more aware of the present moment, no need for perfection. In fact, trying to clear the mind can often lead to more stress. Instead, focus on being the observer of your thoughts, not their judge. Think of meditation as a mindful practice, not a thought-free practice. As John Kabat-Zinn, the founder of mindfulness-based stress reduction (MBSR), puts it, you can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. Meditation teaches you how to surf the waves of thought, without letting them pull you under. Start by focusing on your breath or a simple mantra, and watch how the mind naturally quiets down over time. Instead of forcing your mind to be still, let your thoughts flow freely. This shift from effort to ease is where mindfulness begins. Allowing thoughts to come and go without attachment helps cultivate a deep sense of presence. As the Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh says, the present moment is the only moment available to us, and it is the door to all moments. Chapter 2: Mindful of the Moment, Bringing Awareness to Everyday Life. One of the most powerful aspects of mindfulness is that it doesn't need to be confined to formal meditation sessions. In fact, mindfulness can be practiced throughout your day, even during routine tasks. When you're washing the dishes, instead of letting your mind wander, focus on the sensation of the water, the sound of the dishes clinking, the movement of your hands. This type of mindfulness is known as informal meditation. Research shows that practicing mindfulness during these everyday activities can improve mood and reduce stress. A study from the University of California found that people who practiced mindfulness during daily tasks experienced a significant decrease in cortisol levels, the hormone responsible for stress. You might think that mindfulness requires a quiet, peaceful space. But it's about being present no matter where you are. Next time you're walking, instead of rushing to your destination, take a few moments to notice the feeling of your feet on the ground. Pay attention to your breath, the sounds around you, or the colors in your environment. It's not about being perfect, just being present. Dr. Alan Langer, a professor of psychology at Harvard, calls this mindful noticing, a concept where we intentionally focus on the world around us with fresh eyes. Langer's research shows that people who practice mindful noticing have a greater sense of well-being and are less prone to burnout. So why not turn every moment into a chance to practice mindfulness? Even conversations can become a mindfulness practice. Instead of multitasking or letting your mind wander, really listen to the other person. Pay attention to their words, tone, and body language. This can create a deeper connection and improve communication. In fact, mindful listening is linked to better relationships, according to a study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology. Chapter 3: The Science of Presence: How the Brain Benefits from Mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't just a feel-good practice, it's backed by science. Neuroscientific studies have shown that mindfulness actually changes the structure of your brain. Regular practice has been shown to increase the thickness of the prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain responsible for decision-making, emotional regulation, and self-awareness. This means that mindfulness can help you manage stress more effectively and make better choices. The brain also becomes more efficient at processing information. A study at the University of Wisconsin showed that people who practiced mindfulness regularly had greater gray matter density in areas related to memory, learning, and emotional regulation. This means your brain gets better at handling emotions, which can improve your overall mental health. But there's more to the story. Mindfulness has also been shown to reduce activity in the default mode network, DMN, which is the part of the brain responsible for mind-wandering and self-referential thinking. The DMN is often active when we're thinking about the past or future, leading to anxiety or regret. By practicing mindfulness, you can quiet this part of the brain and stay focused on the present. Furthermore, mindfulness can trigger the relaxation response, which reduces stress. A study by Dr. Herbert Benson, a Harvard Medical School professor, found that mindfulness practice could lower blood pressure and heart rate, promoting a state of calm and well-being. This isn't just anecdotal, it's been scientifically proven. Mindfulness can even change the way you experience pain. Research from the University of Oxford found that mindfulness meditation helps people reduce their perception of pain. This is because mindfulness helps shift the focus away from the emotional reaction to pain, reducing its intensity. Instead of resisting discomfort, mindfulness encourages acceptance, which paradoxically makes pain more manageable. When you meditate, you're not just clearing your mind, you're building a stronger, more resilient brain. The evidence is clear: mindfulness is a powerful tool for improving both mental and physical health. So, the next time you sit down to meditate, know that you're not just relaxing, you're actively reshaping your brain for better well-being. If you've found this chapter helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth strategies and insights into the science of mindfulness. Chapter 4: Awareness versus Attention: The Key to Going Beyond Mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't just about focusing your attention on a single object, like your breath. It's also about expanding your awareness. There's a big difference between attention and awareness, yet both are crucial for deepening your practice. Attention is like a spotlight, focused on one thing. Awareness is more like a floodlight, illuminating everything around you. When you meditate, attention helps you stay on task, whether it's following your breath or observing your thoughts. But awareness allows you to notice the broader environment, the sounds, sensations, and emotions that arise around you. Awareness doesn't judge these things, it simply acknowledges them. This difference is key to going beyond the basics of mindfulness. Research supports this idea. In a study by the University of Toronto, participants who practiced mindfulness with a focus on expanding their awareness were better at regulating their emotions and reducing stress. Expanding your awareness helps you notice the subtle changes in your body and mind, making it easier to stay grounded no matter the situation. Here's a practical way to use awareness in your meditation. Instead of narrowing your focus to a single point, try expanding your focus to include sensations in your body, your thoughts, and even the space around you. Let everything come into your awareness without getting attached to any single thought or feeling. This approach helps you develop a sense of detachment. You begin to see thoughts and feelings as temporary experiences that pass through your mind, rather than something that defines you. As the philosopher Alan Watts once said, the more a thing tends to be permanent, the more it tends to be lifeless. When you embrace the fluidity of thoughts and feelings, you unlock the freedom to just be. Chapter 5: Transcending the Self, a secular approach to ego detachment. One of the most profound benefits of mindfulness is the opportunity to transcend the self. But how does this work, and why is it important? Mindfulness helps you step back from the ego, the part of you that identifies with your thoughts, your story, and your achievements. The self is constantly seeking validation, and often, it leads to stress and dissatisfaction. The idea of letting go of the self might sound abstract, but mindfulness makes this process tangible. When you meditate, you begin to observe your thoughts and emotions without identifying with them. Instead of saying I'm angry or I'm stressed, you simply say anger is arising or stress is here. This small shift can have a huge impact on your emotional health. The research backs this up. Studies show that mindfulness can reduce the activity in the brain's self-referential areas. The default mode network, DMN, is activated when we think about ourselves, our past, and our future. By practicing mindfulness, you quiet the DMN and begin to experience life more directly, without the constant chatter of the ego. In secular terms, this isn't about spiritual awakening, it's about creating space between you and your thoughts. This space is where peace resides. It's about seeing yourself not as a fixed identity, but as an ever-evolving process. As Eckhart Tolle puts it, you are not a person, you are the awareness behind the person. A powerful strategy to transcend the self in daily life is to practice what's called selfless awareness. This means observing your thoughts and emotions without attaching your identity to them. The next time you feel anxious, instead of thinking I am anxious, try thinking anxiety is arising in my experience. This simple shift helps you detach from the ego and approach life with greater clarity and peace. Chapter 6: The Paradox of Effortless Effort. How to let go and let mindfulness emerge. Here's a paradox: the more effort you put into trying to meditate, the harder it becomes. It's the idea of effortless effort, a concept explored by many meditation teachers. In mindfulness, the goal isn't to force the mind into stillness, but to gently guide it into a relaxed state. The less you try, the more natural the process becomes. This idea is rooted in Zen teachings, which emphasize the importance of letting go. In Zen, they call it Wu Wei, which translates to effortless action. It's the art of doing without striving. When you meditate, you aren't forcing your mind to be quiet, you're simply allowing it to be still. This is one of the reasons why meditation can feel so peaceful, because you're not trying to control anything. The key to effortless effort is trust. Trust that the mind will calm down on its own when you allow it to. Studies show that when people approach meditation with a sense of ease, they experience lower levels of stress and anxiety. A study from the University of Wisconsin found that individuals who practiced mindfulness with an attitude of non-striving had greater reductions in stress and anxiety compared to those who tried too hard. So, how can you apply this concept in your meditation practice? Start by relaxing into the experience. If your mind wanders, don't force it back to the present moment. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, without judgment. It's not about perfection, it's about allowing the process to unfold naturally. Another way to practice effortless effort is through body scan meditation. Instead of trying to control your body or force relaxation, simply bring your awareness to each part of your body and notice what you feel. If tension arises, allow it to be there without trying to change it. By accepting everything as it is, the mind and body naturally start to relax. One of the most famous quotes on effortlessness comes from Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese philosopher. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. This wisdom reminds us that sometimes, the best way to achieve something is by letting go and allowing it to happen in its own time. Mindfulness is not about striving, it's about surrendering to the present moment. By embracing the paradox of effortless effort, you begin to see how mindfulness and meditation are not about rigid control but about gently allowing your mind to settle into peace. This shift in perspective can help you go beyond mindfulness and experience a deeper sense of presence and calm. If you've found this chapter helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more tips on deepening your meditation practice.